friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What are they currently feeling? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the vice versa tarot, and pile number two is the Broadway tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. There is going to be an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what you can expect in the extended. So the first question that we're going to be looking into is, what would they say to you if they could? What do they want to happen next in this connection? What can you expect next in this connection? And we're going to be doing a message card pull out. So there's going to be live shuffling, and then I'm going to be pulling a few message cards out for you. Okay, so details about the extended is going to be there in the description box below. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile 1, for those of you who chose the vice versa tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Ready. One specifically for no contact and or separation situation. What is your person currently feeling? Let's get into it. Okay. Okay. So we have the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, yeah, a lot of sword energy coming through. We have the Knight. We have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Page of Wands. I also have your oracle cards. The wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Yeah, there's a lot of mental energy already starting to come to me because of your reading. Your person's a lot on their mind, but we'll get into it. Lineage, disruptor, truth, right relationship, legacy, Cox, yes, that makes sense. Spiritual growth, yes, that also adds very well. Tension, originality. Okay, your person's very much in their head. I don't know what's gone down between the two of you, but it's kind of like your person is in their feels, but there might be denial going on. Like your person either might be denying to other people, even though they feel it within themselves. I'm also being called to see the Nine of Wands coming out in your reading today. There's a lot of heavy energy that your person's currently dealing with. I think that they wish they were a lot more clear-minded about what they are going through at this point. So maybe where both of you are at is a bit up in the air, and your person's struggling to understand if there's hope or not. Are things going to get better, or is this, you know, do they have to accept where both of you are at? It's kind of like very jumbled up. Even what I'm feeling is very, very all over the place, and it's kind of like even in their feelings, they're trying to rationalize their thoughts, because if they were to tap into their feelings, it's too much. It's way too much. And I also feel like telling you that you might have hope for this connection, but your person is in two bits at this point. They don't know if they should have hope or not. You might intuitively feel that there's something more to your story. But with the High Priestess coming out, especially on the other side, I think that this is something your person does have an intuitive knowing, but at this point in time, they might be shunning it, or they might not be ready to receive those messages just yet. They might also struggle to have hope at this point. But I do feel that it is more of their own internal thought process that's kind of holding them back at this point. And frankly, the moment I started your reading, my heart started beating really fast, and my thoughts just started going from 0 to 100. And I feel like that is also the energy that your person is in. It's kind of like the chaos before the calm. At some point, your person is going to calm down. At some point, all of these thoughts will settle down, but it's kind of like the thoughts really, really need to run wild at this point in time. And I think that might be overwhelming your person, and they might be trying to hold them back, trying to restrict their thoughts, trying to deny what they're feeling. But actually, that's just making those thoughts go even more haywire. Actually, the resistance that your person is having at this point in time is going to create more chaos. I do see that's where the weight of these thoughts are starting to hang on your person. The truth is that your person does want this connection, Pawan. I can't even begin to express how deeply your person wants this connection. But at this point in time, they have admitted it to themselves, like they know, but admitting it to you or anyone else, they think that it might be them being foolish. Like there's a need for them to cover up what they're feeling and to not show anyone what they're thinking and feeling at this point in time. I don't know. There's something about your person being laughed at. That's also another energy that's coming through. Maybe your person feels that there's more to the story, but maybe this connection that both of you have seems different or might not be normal. It could also be a soulmate connection of some kind, where maybe the amount of time that both of you spent together, or since the moment that you met, you've always felt something more. And maybe this person feels that other people might not understand, or other people might look down upon your person. I am hearing limerence. So maybe your person thinks that if they were to talk to someone about it, they would just say, oh, you know what? They would just give like a word for it. But what your person is feeling is so much more deeper than that. It's genuinely depth to their feelings, like genuine depth to their feelings, and they genuinely feel that desire for this connection. It's kind of like you are the right person for them. And I by myself, I'm trying to shift away from the narrative of right and wrong and trying to go into aligned and misaligned. That's just my journey, my personal journey. And but I'm being called to say right person and right relationship. Like there is no other person who fits as well as you do for your person. And they understand that they are very intense as a person, but at the same time, you have held their depth, you have held their intensity, and they don't think that anyone else can ever do that. Now, my throat just now, I don't know if you noticed, but I just kind of lost my voice for a brief second over there and then came back. And I feel like even though these thoughts are running in your person's mind, they might not be at that point to express. It's just running wild. But even to themselves, like it's what they're thinking, but even to say it out loud might be too scary for your person at this point. I do want to say that your person will be in this state for a little while. I think that the resistance that they are having towards their thoughts, that's not going to work. Don't worry about it. The thoughts will exhaust, and then after they exhaust that energy, it will slowly start to calm down. And that's when they allow space for growth within them, whether it is growth in their mindset, growth in their thought processes, growth in their behavioral pattern, growth about believing in this connection, tapping into their intuition about what they feel for this connection. There's something about yin and yang energy that's coming through. Maybe both of you complement each other very well. There's definitely something about your connection that really stands out for your person. Like logically, maybe on paper, both of you would not work, but in like 3D, like when both of you are together, it just works, it just fits. There's something about it that's coming through, and your person, there's no other person for them other than you, pal one, and they're so sure of this. They just wish at this point, like their current feelings are, they just wish that they had a more clear mind to sort out what to do next and what they are actually, you know, feeling. It's even that seems a little bit out of reach for me because they know what they're feeling, but there's also some muddiness about the depth of how they feel for you. All right, so overall, I would say that your person is, yeah, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. I think that they're wishing for stability first. They're wishing for a clear mind. They're wishing for things to calm down within themselves first. And I think that they are not really going about it in the most aligned way. They're kind of resisting it, but actually they're supposed to be allowing it. So let me get maybe some message for you. Let's just see what's probably unfolding, or let's see any message or any additional information that can come out. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you, even like they're not able to tell anyone about what they're feeling. All right, so I think that there is going to be resistance, but I am being called to see that from the Sword energy, your person is going to be stepping into Pentacle energy. So there's going to be more stability building within them. So I think that at some point, all of this mental energy, they're kind of going to exhaust it. But right now, what your person is currently feeling is that they're just wishing they were in more stable energies in order to understand whether or not both of you are going to come back together, whether or not they should have hope about this connection. Where are you at? Where are they at? You know, what is happening in this connection? They just wish that they were in more stable energies to have those answers coming clear, or at least be in more stable and clear energies to receive those answers. But the thing is, the answers have already come to your person. It's just that they haven't recognized it. All right? This is where I will leave you for today, pal one. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. There is going to be an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what else we are going to be looking into, okay? So first off, we're going to be looking into what would they say to you if they could. Then we're going to be looking into what do they want to happen next in this connection. And then we're going to be looking into what can you expect next in this connection. We're also going to be doing some message cards pull out. It's going to be live shuffling, and I'm going to be pulling out as many cards as it wants to come for you. All right, so details about the extended is going to be there in the description box below, and you can definitely check that out. My private readings are also open at this point. You can check that out in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal one, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Broadway Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what are they currently feeling? Let's get into it. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Five of Wands. I also have your Oracle cards. we have trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth, children of the new earth, imagination, play, resilience, Taurus. Is this in your view? Yes. Okay. Cooking together, disappointment, strategy. I'm hearing that song from Twice in my head. Could be significant. Doesn't have to be, but all right. First off, it is definitely something that's gone down in this connection between the two of you. I think that there was some kind of verbal altercation, some kind of fight between the two of you, or things have been a disappointment just before it went into no contact. Maybe both of you are giving each other some breathing space as well. At this point in time, there's something about their inner child that's coming through very strongly in your reading today, Pal 2. I think that maybe their inner child feels hurt, does not feel seen, or maybe their inner child feels like it needs to be comforted at this point. Maybe it reached out to you for comfort, but did not feel comforted, or instead felt attacked. There's something about whatever went down between the two of you that has really affected their inner child, which is probably why they must have reacted in a way that must have been on the other end of a spectrum. Of course, I am not I don't tap into abuse. I just wanted to say that. But I do think that for something that could have been a small reaction, like your person maybe saying 1 or 2 sentences, they might have just flown into maybe multiple sentences, like not even able to express themselves. That's kind of the energy that is coming through. Your person does not understand why they reacted that way, but the message coming through is that it's actually because their inner child felt attacked at that point in time. So whatever the problem was between the two of you, there's actually a lot deeper than that. So maybe there's a reason why you are being called to this reading, so that you understand where your person is coming from, because on their end, it doesn't look like they know what exactly went down. There's a lot of digging that needs to happen into their past, which at this point in time, I don't think that your person might even know that it was actually their inner child that was hurt through this. As of right now, what are they currently feeling? They're feeling a lot of disappointment. They might be shocked as well about how they reacted. It's kind of like, I can't seem to control how I reacted, and this topic seems to be triggering me. I don't understand why. It's kind of that energy that's coming together. And I think that other than this one particular topic or this one particular issue between the two of you, it looks like both of you do get along very well. Both of you have a lot of shared interests. Both of you have very good energy between the two of you. However, whatever this was that led to the no contact between the two of you, your person is starting to realize that maybe they over exaggerated things on their end, but at the same time, the way that I'm seeing it, it wasn't actually an over exaggeration, Pal 2. It's just that when it comes to their inner child, it was an appropriate reaction for their inner child being hurt, but your person has not worked through those wounds, which is why it's come out that way. But your person, just from where they're standing, they're trying to be mature about the situation. They're trying to think through what's actually gone down between the two of you, and they're trying to see it from a more balanced perspective. They do have a lot of love for you, Pal 2. Like, this person does want things to get better between the two of you. There's a lot of passion between the two of you. That is also a side message that's coming through, but more importantly, there's also a lot of love, care, and concern for each other that you both have. And so whatever this fight is, your person does desire to move past it. They do desire things to shift between the two of you. For some of you, your person may start thinking of what to do next, but that's a little bit of future energy that's coming through already in your reading, Pal 2. But more importantly, it's kind of like, how do we move past this? How do we get over this disappointment? I have disappointed my person. They have disappointed me as well. How do we move past this? Can we move past this? With the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot coming out and the Six of Swords, it looks like your person is confident that both of you can move past this, but it's more about how. That's where the Ten of Swords energy is coming through. Like, how are we going to get past this? I do see, but this is more coming through as advice for you, Pal 2. If you were to look deeper into what actually triggered this, you would understand that it's actually coming from some kind of inner child wounding. Maybe that is going to help both of you heal this connection. Maybe that is what is needed on your end in order to bring this connection back into 3D again, all right? Because I do see a desire for reconciliation. I actually want to check that out, because there is a desire for reconciliation, but on the other hand, it's kind of like what to do. Yes, your person at this point in time is struggling to understand what they need to do in order to come forward. They do want to come towards you, but they also understand that they have to let go of something. But at this point in time, they are not sure what they need to let go. With Temperance coming out, I do think that you're let it go, Elsa. At this point in time, I think that this is more of like Divine's message for you, that your person is going to understand where it went wrong on their end, why they were so hurt by it. They will also start with their inner child healing. So a little bit of future energy is coming through, so don't worry too much. Paltu, I do see reconciliation coming through. It might take a little bit of time, but especially with your person, there's a little bit that they need to let go with respect to their inner child, and they are going to. I do think that it is a process for them to explore. At this point, I think the more that they think about why, I think that their mind will eventually give them the answer. They will start to look back, and they will start to understand that whatever is affecting them, and of course, as an extension of that, is something to do with their childhood, is something that they probably did not understand, that they were hurt at that point in time, at that point in their life, which is now playing out. All right. So overall, I do see an understanding coming through for your person about why their inner child was so hurt and why they reacted the way that they did, because even your person's actually taken aback. But with transition and growth coming here, I do think that there is going to be growth within your person. And more importantly, understanding about why they are the way that they are, why this triggered them, and how they can heal that in order to show up in a way that comes from a more, I guess I would say, balanced version of themselves. But even that does not feel aligned to me to say it. It's more healing their inner child and allowing their inner child to feel safe, and not and walk their inner child through moments where their inner child could feel attacked in this connection. All right. And it's not something that you're doing actively, Paltu. No. It's just that there is some kind of a trigger that ended up coming up between the two of you. But your person is going to understand that it is their responsibility to walk their inner child through that process and to calm their inner child, even if their inner child does get triggered at those points. So I do see an understanding, but at the same time, it's a process by itself. It's a journey by itself. All right. Overall, yes, your person does love you, Paltu. Like, this person wants to be with you. They, by themselves, they're shocked at how things have actually turned out. And they might be looking for a way to come in, even though they don't understand what to do and how to go about it. But at the same time, there is a lot of love for you. There is a desire to, rejuvenate this connection. There is a desire to bring this connection back, because I think that both of you have had such fun times together. It's kind of like they want to bring it back, but they need to first resolve this within themselves, which they're going to, but that's part of the process. Once they do, it looks like they're coming forward. Once they gain a deeper understanding of what this trigger was, I think that first off, they will stop blaming you for that trigger. They will start to understand that it was actually within them. They'll start to heal, and more importantly, walk their inner child through that process of calming down and healing, and maybe consoling their inner child as well, rather than, I guess, succumbing to the attack on their inner child. It's not that you've attacked. I want to be absolutely clear. But I think that sometimes, we go through some things in life and we don't even understand where that something someone says, even if it's neutral, even if it's a very casual thing, it just triggers a part of us that we probably have succumbed, or we've probably suppressed. And you never know. It doesn't mean that the other person has attacked us. It's that we felt attacked at that point in time. There's a difference there. And that's something that your person is understanding that that is their responsibility and that's something that they have to work through. 11:11 on my clock, so you can take that as a confirmation for you. But overall, I do see like a learning curve on your person's end, especially with their inner child. This is something I don't think that your person has explored before, but they're going to start understanding that there's some parts of their childhood, some wounds that they've experienced while growing up that are still showing up in this connection, and it looks like they're going to be working through it. Okay, so this is where I will leave you for today, pile 2, but there is going to be an extended, so let me just tell you what you can expect. All right, so in the extended, we're going to be looking into what would they say to you if they could, what do they want to happen next in this connection, what can you expect next in this connection. Yes, we have got a little bit of healing that's already come out in your main reading, but I am going to be getting more cards. Maybe, you know, what you can expect next from your person in particular. How are they going to be showing up? That's what I'll be looking into. Then we're going to be doing a message cards pull out, where I'm going to be doing live shuffling. I'll pull out as many cards as, you know, I feel intuitively at that point in time. All right, so it's going to be live shuffling. Yeah, details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below. And yeah, thank you so much, pile 2, for, you know, allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. And my private readings also are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy. Pile 2, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.